Hello guys, if you're anything like me, there's nothing quite like a good action thriller to get your heart racing and your adrenaline pumping. Lucky for us, Netflix has an incredible selection of action-packed movies that are sure to satisfy even the most discerning of viewers. From heart-stopping car chases to high-stakes heists, these movies have it all. So, make sure to like the video and subscribe to this YouTube channel. Well, now let's jump into the list.
If you are just tuning in, we are going to breaking news out of Washington.
First, I would like to talk about number 1, White House Down, released in 2013. The IMDb rating of this movie is 6.3. The movie starts off with John Cal, a Capitol police officer who is trying to impress his daughter Emily by getting a job on the Secret Service presidential detail. Emily is a huge fan of politics and the President of the United States, James Sawyer. During a tour of the White House, John and Emily get separated when a group of heavily armed men take over the building. Led by a ruthless mastermind named Emil Stentz, the terrorists hold the president and several other high-ranking government officials hostage. John, who is separated from his daughter, must now use his training as a police officer to try to rescue the president and save his daughter. But it's not just the terrorists that John and President Sawyer have to worry about. Number 2, Mission Impossible – Fallout came out in 2018, and this movie ranks on the IMDb with rating of 7.7. It is the 6th installment of the Mission Impossible series, and Ethan Hunt is back, and this time he's on a mission to stop a group of terrorists who are planning to detonate nuclear bombs in several cities around the world. Alongside his trusty team, Ethan must track down the bombs and disarm them before it's too late. But things are never easy for Ethan, and he soon discovers that a former enemy, Solomon Lane, is involved in the plot. To make matters worse, the CIA doesn't trust Ethan and assigns Agent August Walker to keep an eye on him. As Ethan races against time to save the world, he must also confront his past and make tough choices that could put his team and himself in danger. Number 3, Jack Reacher came out in 2012. The IMDb rating of this movie is 7. The movie starts off with a sniper taking out 5 seemingly random people in broad daylight in Pittsburgh. The police quickly apprehend a suspect who is a former army sniper, and during questioning, he writes a message on a piece of paper that says "Get Jack Reacher." Well, Jack is a former military police officer who now lives off the grid and is a bit of a lone wolf. He's tough, smart, and a force to be reckoned with. When he hears about the sniper's request, he decides to investigate the case himself. As he starts digging deeper, he discovers that things are not as they seem. He partners up with a defense lawyer named Helen Rodden to help him navigate the case. Number 4, Bad Boys for Life, released in 2020, and this movie ranks on the IMDb with rating of 6.5. Detectives Mike Lowry and Marcus Burnett are back and better than ever. After a series of violent attacks on Miami, they team up with a new elite team, Ammo, to take down the ruthless cartel leader Armando Armas. But things get personal when Armando turns out to be the son of a past enemy and he's out for revenge. The trio engages in thrilling car chases, shootouts, and high-stakes battles that will have you holding your breath. But as they close in on Armando, they uncover a sinister plot that could put everyone they love in danger. Bad Boys for Life is a must-see for fans of the franchise and newcomers alike. Number 5, 6 Underground, came out in 2019. The IMDb rating of this movie is 6.1. The movie follows a group of 6 highly skilled individuals who have faked their own deaths in order to become invisible and work together to take down some of the world's most dangerous criminals. One recruits the team by offering them a chance to make a real difference in the world, and they all have unique skills that make them perfect for the job. There's a driver, a doctor, a hitman, a Parker expert, and a spy. As the team takes on their first mission, they quickly realize that they're up against an evil dictator who will stop at nothing to maintain his power. With the clock ticking and the stakes higher than ever, the team must work together and use all their skills to take down the dictator and save the people he's been oppressing. Number 6, Inferno, released in 2016, and this movie ranks on the IMDb with rating of 6.2. The movie is based on the novel by Dan Brown and follows the story of Robert Langdon, a professor of symbology who wakes up in a hospital with amnesia. But things take a dangerous turn when he realizes that he is being pursued by a group of assassins. To make matters worse, he discovers that he is in possession of a mysterious cylinder that contains a deadly virus, created by a madman who believes that overpopulation is the biggest threat to humanity. Langdon teams up with the doctor, Sienna Brooks, to unravel the clues hidden within Dante's Inferno to try and stop the virus from being released. But with the clock ticking and their lives in danger, can they solve the puzzle in time? You'll have to watch Inferno to find out. Number 7. The Bourne Legacy, released in 2012. The IMDb rating of this movie is 6.6. The movie picks up where the previous Bourne films left off, but this time the focus is on a new character named Aaron Cross. Aaron is another CIA operative who is part of a top-secret program called Operation Outcome, which enhances the physical and mental abilities of its agents. When the program is shut down by the government, Aaron is left to fend for himself, and he sets out to uncover the truth behind the program and his own past. Along the way, he meets Dr. Marta Shearing, who worked on the program and has information that could help him. But it's not just the CIA that's after Aaron and Marta. A mysterious and deadly group known as the Wolf Pack is also on their trail. Number 8. Takers, came out in 2010, and this movie ranks on the IMDb with rating of 6.2. Takers is about a group of 5 professional thieves who plan to pull off a huge heist of an armored truck filled with millions of dollars. Led by the charismatic Gordon Jennings, the team is made up of John, AJ, Jake, and Jesse. The plan seems foolproof, but things quickly go awry when an obsessed detective named Jack Wells starts to hunt them down. As the team races against the clock to complete the heist and evade the law, tensions rise and betrayals occur within the group. The plot thickens when Ghost, a former member of the group who was recently released from prison, shows up unexpectedly and tries to get in on the action. Film is filled with so many different characters and storylines. Number 9. Run All Night, released in 2015. The IMDb rating of this movie is 6.6. It's about Jimmy Conlon, who used to be a hitman for the Irish mob. He's now older and washed up, but still has ties to his old boss, Sean McGuire. One night, Jimmy's estranged son, Mike, witnesses a murder committed by Sean's son, Danny. Danny knows Mike saw him do it and tries to kill him, but Jimmy ends up killing Danny in self-defense. Now, Sean is out for revenge and wants to kill both Jimmy and Mike to protect his own son. So, it becomes a race against time as Jimmy and Mike try to stay alive for the next 16 hours until the morning when they can get help from a cop who owes Jimmy a favor. The action is intense and the suspense is high as Jimmy and Mike have to fight off hordes of hitmen and corrupt cops who are all after them. And on very last, number 10, Nobody, released in 2021. And this movie ranks on the IMDb with rating of 7.4. The movie is about a guy named Hutch Mansell. He's a pretty normal dude with a wife, kids, and a boring job. But one night, some burglars break into his house and he doesn't do anything to stop them. He's left feeling pretty powerless and useless. But then, something inside of him snaps. He decides he's not going to be a nobody anymore. He starts kicking butt and taking names, taking on some pretty serious bad guys. And let me tell you, the action in this movie is insane. Hutch is a total badass. But of course, there's more to the story than just cool fight scenes. Hutch has to face the consequences of his actions and figure out who he really is. Well friends, this was the whole video, and if you enjoyed it and want to support us, the easiest way is to like the video and subscribe to this YouTube channel. So don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more top 10 lists and more entertaining content. See you in the next video.